Welcome back, everyone. It's Big Muscle, and you already know we always on the hustle. Okay, so it's 2022 and it's Memorial Weekend. Yes, sir. So we decided that we're going to head down into Miami, take a trip around Miami, and see what Memorial Day weekend is like in the city of Miami, specifically Miami Beach. So getting to Miami Beach, we came from the north, and then we were traveling on the Interstate 95, and all I did was just look for the sign that says Miami Beaches, followed that exit, and this is where it took me, close to Collin Avenue, which is a very popular road in Miami. And then I found parking, and then I went onto the beach to enjoy all the activities and stuff that was going on. Now, before we get onto the beach, there's something I want to mention to people who decide to travel to Miami. Something I learned and I want to share with the audience in general, and it's called parking. Okay, so if you're getting valeted, chauffeured in, if you're taking a cab from a hotel, I just drove down there and negotiate, find parking somewhere. But if you're planning to take, say, a cab, you're getting chauffeured in, flying in on a helicopter, private yacht, whatever the situation is, or wherever you come down there. For the people who are driving down there and looking for parking close to the beach, let me tell you this. Make sure you plan this thing out properly. Either you're going to come very early, and that's still no guarantee that you're going to get a parking space or a parking meter, a paid parking meter or something like that, or different things like that. But the bottom line is parking is not an easy thing coming into Miami Beach. Okay, so there were a lot of parking garages in different locations. You want to check those out before you come down and stuff like that. And there's also free parking on the road at certain places at a certain time. Read those road signs, make sure everything is right, because you don't want to get towed, your car get towed when you get ready to go or something like that. Okay, it's not impossible. All right, now that's out the way. So to my surprise, I ran into this air show that was taking place on the Miami Beach, a literal air show and a display of military stuff from the Army. U.S. Army had a big show down there, probably the Air Force, because I did see a F-16 fighter jet and some other aircrafts, military airplanes. I think their one was a big jumbo jet, like a fueler type plane that fuels different smaller aircrafts in mid-air. And you'll see that in this video as it goes along. So we walked around. We saw a lot of different type of military stuff, people working out, we even saw a tank on the beach, two tanks. Yes, we did. So there's two tanks on this military display, and it was very interesting. So there's the Army Aviation. You just passed to the left. I think each place in their army has their different stations in this display. And these guys brought out big trucks, semis, and a lot of equipments. Okay, right. So also we did see a marksmanship unit that had some guns, probably dummy guns. But this is a big crowd, so they would want to be safe. And they had some guns on display and different weapon systems and stuff like that, right? So you're going to see some of those things in this video so you can get a bird's eye view of what took place on Miami Beach on Memorial Weekend with the military. And then also F-16 fighter jet was flying around on the beach doing a lot of very beautiful stunts. It ascended, I think, jet speed, going up in the air, let off some afterburners and all that type of stuff, which was very cool. So I did get to capture some of that footage also. Yes, sir. So on the beach, the sand is unlike any other beach that I went to. It's very manicured sand that's on Miami Beach, and nice palm trees floating around in the wind. And it was a perfect day for this type of activity. You see a lot of people out there, kids, different types of people, okay, on the beach and stuff like that. Now, I did see one sign that says no pets on the beach, and they probably have their own reason for that, right? So there are people playing different types of board games, as you can see, different trailers decorated with all types of symbols of military stuff, U.S. Army stuff, and different displays of equipment and things they do for the military. Now, this was a big promotion for the organization, I could say. They set up different small houses, tents, and displaying what they do and performing their jobs. Yes, sir. So, as far as the F-16 fighter jet is concerned, okay, so this is the Army ROTC. We're going to get back to that fighter jet. And also, this here is the U.S. Army marksmanship unit, and those are the guns that were being displayed. Very nice weapon systems, and of course, if you use them very safely. Yes, sir. So that's one thing, and we continued to walk around to see if we could see more displays of different things, and that the been on the beach and been displayed at this military expo. So back to this F-16 fighter jet. Now, whoever was flying this jet, I must say, very good job. Hopefully you see this video and you can get your props from here on out. And always, yes, whoever was flying that jet, you did an excellent job. The crowd was in awe. And also, I noticed there's a small antique plane. I think it was flown by some older military expert, which is good also. So props to you also. And for the other pilots flying the big jumbo jet, I think was a 757 and stuff like that, with the fueler in the back. Props to you. And also the other planes that were there in the show. I don't remember the type of planes and stuff like that. They broadcasted it on the intercom system they had set up. I think they called it, named it flight deck. Okay, so the flight deck area was an area that was blocked off, and the public didn't have access to that. And I think those guys up there, which you will see in this video, were probably in communication with the pilot flying that F-16 and the other pilots also that were flying those planes. And good coordination. The show was wonderful, was great. Multiple displays of all types of stunts and tricks with those aircraft, and they're very fast. I think the pilot for the F-16 brought it up to 700 miles an hour, which was extremely fast, and did a lot of flips and turns and roll with that jet. It definitely stole the show, but definitely props also to the other aircrafts that were there high flying, and all the people on the beach supporting this event. Okay, so back to Miami Beach. So Miami Beach, on the beach, it's so clean. It's almost spotless clean. There's no trash. I don't see no trash nowhere. The water, I didn't go into the water or make any videos about it, because absolutely this show took my attention away from the actual water. And I didn't plan to go into the beach, into the water. But, we love the ocean, so we always in the water. So what if we change it up today and just walk around, look around to see what's going on in the show? That's not a problem either, okay? All right. So what I noticed was there's a lot of beach chairs on this beach. Maybe they're for rent or connected to a certain hotel, because I see a lot of them have different write-ins and stuff like that. And a lot of them have the same write-ins. They could be belong to a hotel, who knows, or a private renter. Okay, so there's the big aircraft I was telling you about earlier that flew by on the display on the military air show that was on Miami Beach. Yep, it flew by multiple times and made a few nice turns and stuff like that. So those pilots, shout out to those pilots also, and whosoever helped with those planes. Okay, the guys on the ground in the what they call the flight deck over there, and also everyone that made this event possible. There are people talking about it. They've been talking about it, and it's just an awesome event to see that on Memorial Day, the military could come out and do something like this in support and in memory of those who passed on earlier in the fight or in different types of wars and stuff like that. So props to those soldiers and all those military personnel who made a sacrifice and also helped in the protection of this beautiful nation so we could keep going forward. All right, so the sidewalk, I see people laying down, chilling. Some people just walking around taking pictures. Some video people down there, like myself, just making videos of everything. And there's a lot of footage to capture down there. Lots and lots of footage. So this area was blocked off, as you can see, where they got that red fencing up. And in that area is where the flight deck was located on the upper side, and it's kind of rose up from the ground and overlooking the beach per se. Now, when I looked over onto the beach, the water close to the beach, there was a lot of boats, and I think I've seen one yacht, a few yachts, maybe smaller size and larger size, but there was a lot of yachts and a lot of boats parked out in the bay in that water that was probably also watching the show from their boats. Okay, so I think that's the F-16 fighter jet flying by. It just zooped by just now and is probably going to turn around and come back. I can't remember for sure, but I try to capture it. Now, what happened in this video is that the sun was glaring so hard, it was hard for me to keep up with that jet. It's very fast, and as soon as you turn the camera, it's gone. Okay, it's very, very extremely fast. So as soon as you hear that roaring sound, before you know it, it's gone to a different destination. So I had, and that's also something that I learned as far as making videos and the lighting is concerned. Okay, so lighting and making videos. So let's tap into that a little bit so we could share this great information. So with lighting, I learned that when you're videoing stuff with the sun out so bright, especially airplanes that are zooping at lightning speed, so that's the F-16 and the antique type aircraft flying beside it. When you're videoing and the sun is out and it's glaring so hard in your eyes, you probably need to do some more professional work as far as that is concerned and be more prepared. But like I said, I just walked into this air show. I had no idea it was happening and no knowledge that the military display would be on the beach in Miami. Okay, I just went down there because I know it's a big holiday. People are requesting this video of Miami Beach. So I went ahead, go down there while I had the time so I can put the video out and capture some stuff. Some of the stuff that I wanted to capture, I missed out on, but we're going to get that. Okay, so another video, we're going to cover nightlife in Miami and probably hit a few clubs and, you know, just a few lower end clubs, mid-range clubs, and maybe the higher end clubs. So that's the next video coming up, is Miami nightlife. So just keep that in mind. All right, so back to lighting. So the lighting, I learned that with the sun glare and stuff like that, you got to be prepared to do something about that sun glare if you're going to record fast flying aircrafts. Okay, because when you look up, the sun is going to be in your eyes and the aircrafts are traveling extremely fast, and you won't be able to capture them on your video that easy. All right, so there must be something else that can be done to fix this problem. But next time I'll be prepared if I'm planning to go to an air show or something like that, which I think I will go to an air show very soon, maybe to watch the Blue Angels or some other type of fast flying aircraft on display. And these guys are extremely skillful, and they make these planes look like they're being operated by a computer system per se, versus a person flying these aircraft. But there are actually people in there that are flying these aircraft. All right. So I try to get you guys as much of the show that I could. And also, let's elaborate a little bit about the beach before we go, because this video is coming to an end pretty soon. Now, if you made it to this part in the video, thank you again. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell. So you subscribe by looking down to your video's right side where you see that button that says subscribe. It's in red. You hit it. It's going to say all notification at the top. Hit that option that says all notification so you can get the videos when I post them on YouTube. Okay, so the beach, as I said earlier, the sand is extremely manicured, very refined, very beautiful, and I would recommend this beach if you're going to chill and just lay on the sand in the sun and relax, enjoy all this vitamin D that the sun is going to give your muscles. Why not? It's perfect out there. It's so clean. There's a lot of EMT, paramedics, all types of security forces, police, and all this type of stuff. Okay, and there's a nice restaurants across the street that you could probably run across less than 2 minutes away, grab something to eat, and who knows, they probably could valet you some food over there. You could probably order it and then go sit on your beach chair and you get food right there on the beach. I'm pretty sure they have that service there also. And as far as the distance and the length is concerned, you can see that that's going down for probably a couple miles all the way down there. Okay, so some things we couldn't see on this specific beach because of the air show. They blocked off some areas, of course, to control the crowd so people don't be up under their flight deck that interrupt their show. Okay, so like I said, certain things in Miami, be prepared and plan for it, because you don't want to come out of pocket if you don't have to. Okay, right. So number one is parking. That's the number one thing if you're going to drive like I did, because really I walked about 1.5 miles to get to the beach from where I parked. Yes, sir. And yes, I kept in mind it was a holiday, a very big holiday, and there's a lot of people coming out. Now, that's the next thing you got to remember. So if you're going on a time where it's like a holiday or something like that, now you got to expect more people to be at the beach, right? Because more people are home. They want to go out, enjoy themselves, have fun. So they're going to be at the beach. So that's also something to consider. And besides that, Miami is on a lot of people's bucket lists. Believe it or not, you may live in Miami and it's easier for you because you live there, but it's on a lot of people's bucket list. There are people in this world who have never been to Miami, and it's a dream of theirs to go to Miami, see what it is, see what it has to offer. And let me tell you, it has a lot to offer. Of course, it may cost you $1 or $2 here or there, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. Proper. You got to make sure you plan it properly when you're going down there, okay? And keep in mind, like I talked about, that parking is very important. Know where you're going to park if you're going to drive. Know how you're going to commute. And if you don't have to drive, don't drive. I would recommend that you get a chauffeur, then catch a cab, and then make it easier for yourself and others down there. Less traffic is less traffic, and that's the bottom line. Okay, so once again, it's Big Muscle. bringing you another nice, great video of Miami Beach Memorial Weekend. I got you guys the footage that I could. And the next video about Miami is going to be Miami nightlife in Miami. Okay, so that's it for now. Remember, share the video, give it a like, so we could push this algorithm of YouTube and keep these wonderful videos going around so people could see what's going on and what's not going on. Okay, so until next video, it's Big Muscle. We on the hustle. Catch you soon. Peace.